So I'm gonna pitch this idea of this film I was thinking about for about a year. I typically don't do this genre, drama, and it's kind of intertwined with love story. So it's about this young couple. They're high school sweethearts. They've been friends ever since elementary. Started getting really intimate towards like sixth grade, seventh grade, and they're living their lives regular, having fun, prom, everything, after school activities and everything. And their love really progressed towards high school, and after high school, talking about marriage and starting a family eventually. So they go to college, and one day the male decides to enlist in the army or the reserves, and this he believes that's gonna benefit them, on the long run. So on getting a house and getting family started with no setbacks. So this will help him towards the future. And he's enlisted for about 2-3 years. They get married, and they're thinking about starting a family already. He's almost ready for kids, and it so happens that he gets shipped out. It was random. So in this shipping out phase, he writes to her, and they're into each other in the relationship. But it so happens that he gets sent out on this mission just to patrol in the area, and him and his crew, his platoon, are ambushed in his Humvee. So ultimately, he gets ambushed, and he kind of like sacrifices his life, and in reality he doesn't get killed, but he gets really wounded and hides under this rubble, in which he lets his platoon leave. But to them, he was killed in action, but in reality he gets found. He People find him in this rubble, which is in Afghanistan, and they take care of him for 3, 4, 5 years, and it gets back home before those 5 years that he gets killed in action. So they move on. His family, his wife. So she's widowed now. So while this is happening, she finds someone new, starts a family, has kids. You know what I mean? Because this is what they ultimately wanted. And at this point, he regains consciousness because he gets really wounded, almost does get killed, and he sets his goal, saying, you know what, our love stays strong, and I know she's waiting for me, and I know that if I return, she'll be happy. So in his return, he ultimately doesn't find her in that particular house they were at. So he later does the digging that she moved to a different state with this certain individual, and still tracking her down. He's madly in love. He believes that she is as well, and is fighting for that love. So come to find out that she's married, has a kid, and he basically was about to give up, and there's this sign to where it said love conquers everything. So with that, he sends a note, and this brings a certain memory to her head, saying, wait, only this certain individual knows this. And that brings it to her head, saying like, wait, is someone pranking me, or is this really true? So then she starts feeling remorseful, and like, for moving on, if I really love this certain individual, I wouldn't have done what I did, basically moving on. So it's in the works, and I believe this is going to be a very, very good deception, love, and a little bit of action. So I hope that with this pitch, that I get your guys' approval, and hopefully this is something that might make it, out there. Thank you.